DOS, which most of us today don't even know what DOS prompts were. And at age 2, he knew what the keyboard was, and he knew where to find DOS and to get it in. And so he would do his Reader Rabbit programs at age 2. So he was incredibly brilliant. But he was so brilliant in computers that he actually proposed to Annie through reprogramming, through reprogramming a computer in a computer game. So I only wish he lived closer to me so I could use some of his computer brilliance for things. If we go on a couple of years after age 2.5, when he was in first grade, Phil exhibited an incredible behavior which Annie has now selected, which is that Phil is a night protector. Phil takes very great pride in protecting the meek, those who are being downtrodden, and those who are being perhaps selected against. And so, in first grade, I remember going over to the school, the Sears School in Kenilworth, Illinois, and there were all the girls in one corner of the schoolyard next to the swing sets, and all the boys were attacking the girls, and they were picking on the girls. But there was one young man who stood up as the protector of the girls, and that was my son Phil. But he was self-appointed protector of the newborn baby unicorn. To show you, Phil loves fantasy and he loves fantasy computer stuff, but he really is the Night Protector, and his favorite movie of all time, I think, is still The Princess Bride, and to a great extent, I'm sure he views his mistress as the woman he's saving from the dragon. But Phil has common sense. And so he's not only brilliant in terms of computers, and he's got this chivalrous attitude, but he's got incredible common sense. And when our next door neighbors moved in, the Metzgers, back when Phil was about 3 or 4 years old, they had a little red-haired boy, and I'm not going to tell the story that I know he thinks I'm going to tell that's going to embarrass the hell out of him. But you can all ask him that personally. I can tell you tomorrow. But so, to show you how brilliant Phil is, Billy Metzger, who was about 4.5 or 5 years old, and Phil were upstairs playing in Billy's bedroom in a 2-story house, and a phone call came to our house, and it was Phil saying, "Dad, I need your help right away. Dad, I'm not going to jump." And I said, "What do you mean you're not going to jump?" He said, "Well, just come on over. And so upstairs in Billy Metzger's second-floor bedroom was Phil with a towel tied around his neck, and Billy and Phil were playing Superman. And Phil was standing next to the window was open, and Billy said, "You're Superman, jump. You can jump. But Phil kept saying, "I'm not Superman, I can't jump. I know I'm not going to survive this." Well, just to show you how much brighter Phil is than his dad, when I was that age, I strapped on my towel around my neck, and I went to the top of the basement stairs and I jumped. And I dove straight down the basement stairs, and I found out I'm not Superman. So Phil is not only incredibly bright on the computer, he's got common strength, common sense, and he's got uncommon strength and individuality. There is nobody in this world who can't say that Phil is not an incredible individual. And to prove that, I'll jump ahead about 16 years or so, when Phil came to visit us one time in Virginia, and he was in Virginia with us, probably 19 years old, had a ponytail down about to his shoulders, 6'2", strappy, really good-looking guy, and we went out to the grocery store to go grocery shopping, and every woman who was grocery shopping just could not take their eyes off this incredibly good guy, because he was in a kilt. And in Virginia, where Rush Limbaugh is considered really liberal, to have a guy from Seattle in a kilt shows incredible individuality, and the best thing about it is he couldn't care less. So, Annie, you've done a great job. You've selected a great mate. Congratulations to both of you, and I really, truly, and from all of us here, wish you the best of everything in the world. Your love is incredible. Go for it.